The Gaitheri project is a solar project that we started working on a few months ago. It's a project that was financed by the USADF, the United States African Development Foundation. Last year I was in a program called the Young African Leaders Initiative, and in the program there was a grant competition for $25,000. I applied for the grant and we won the grant, $25,000, which we were to use on a project to showcase our roofing tile that I talked about, the 2-in-1 solar roofing tile. The school had some challenges in that they have suppliers from the grid, but it's not very reliable. Comes in once in a while, and they've had a big utility bill for such a small school, which was about $50 for such a school every month. Was a bit high. So we thought that this would be a good school, and also other benefits that would come from such a project, such as they did not have a computer, they did not have any computer classes, for example, and we thought having such a project here would be good for them so that they're able to have other benefits coming out of such a project.
From the time that we installed the solar, we are able to do many other things, and we are also able to carry out our daily activities without interruption. With the students and the community, they are very optimistic. In fact, they have come to like the idea. In fact, many of them are even approaching us. They are asking about the installation. They are also asking about if it can be stored maybe in the communities allowed, because even when there is rationing, they normally see electricity in our school, and therefore they are very optimistic and they have liked the idea. I have seen some students being very interested with whatever is happening. They have been asking questions involving the installations. Some are more likely to have courses which are related to energy and power. In fact, they have been asking so many questions. They have been asking how to operate some of the apparatus that we have, and at the same time, some are now interested in computer studies.
It has been, cultural in a way that the girl child has been shying away from the science-oriented courses, and this time round, they have started developing interest. They are asking these ladies, what do you do so that you can achieve this much, particularly in physics, of which the project was for a lot of knowledge in physics and mathematics. They were questioning which subject they are supposed to take, and that calls now for career guidance. That means our students have aroused, the project has aroused their curiosity on the career alignment when in school, which subjects one is supposed to study.
Mostly they were curious to find out, can they also get into the same field? How can they become engineers? And through this project, a lot of, especially female students, were very motivated to get into engineering as a field for as a career in future, and also just to get into renewable energy. It became something that they are now considering. It is a practical thing that they have seen.
The students are also motivated by the Strauss energy, having installed the system in our school. For example, the girls mostly, because we consider that the career, that is the engineering career, was considered to be for men only. But seeing a young lady who seemed to be very young, having pursued the career, the girls are also motivated a lot.
It's quite an inspiration, because you can come as early as you want. If you want to be left for evening studies, you can, because there is light everywhere.
The time that there is a blackout, we are not enabled to do our studies well. For now, there is no blackout. We are able to do our studies anytime we want.
We can go to the class with a projector and demonstrate, say, for example, the titration process, how titration process takes place, how the pumping of the blood, how the kidney functions, and so on and so on. And I'm seeing the future of this project will have even greater impact if we can introduce a reasonable ICT policy, for example.
It's been a wonderful opportunity. I mean, it's a historic moment for us. This is one of the very first projects of this type. So I personally feel very privileged to be part of the installation team. And also just having interacted with the teachers, the staff members and the children, the attitude has been very positive. The students are very eager to learn and to see what we're doing. The staff members are very excited about the opportunities that solar energy is going to give them.
The introduction of these products to Gaitheri now ensures that not only the office equipment, but the recently set up computer lab can operate throughout the day on a 24/7 basis.
When you think about renewable energy as a whole, the place that you end up in is sustainable households, where you combine solar, you combine biogas, you combine wind and any other renewable energy source to make sure that your housing unit is using sustainable resources to generate power for the entire, for all the users that are in a particular area. So that's one of the ways that you could combine the two. And for schools, especially schools and institutions which have a really huge, rather a very great demand on energy, combining biogas will take care of biogas and solar. Biogas will give them fertilizer, give them energy for cooking, heating, lighting. Solar will help them light, help them power their computer rooms. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You add wind farms, you can do solar electric fences to protect the school. I mean, it's a really, I mean, the possibilities are endless.